AI and healthcare is something that basically, few years ago we would not have imagined. The way AI has kind of changed the way diagnostics happen, the way detections happen. Right now, you wear one watch or certain other um, detectors on you, and you can monitor glucose regularly, and you can see the glucose the utilization spikes. So you can actually monitor your diet accordingly. Things have changed. Things have changed drastically, and I believe it's only the start. If you think of diagnostics per se, in the diagnostic space, AI is going to be very, very much useful and going to become really the thing. You can go now point of care. Eventually, we can detect antimicrobial resistance. I'm very sure in about a year or two, we will have fantastic methodologies to figure out the microbial resistance in the case of tuberculosis too, which is a slow-growing organism. Even before the treatment starts, we should be in a position to say whether the patient is going to be resistant to the following drugs and accordingly choose the treatment that the patient can take. And the chest x-rays. The chest x-rays can be analyzed by AI ultimately to tell what level of infection they have in the context of tuberculosis or many other things like pneumonia. So AI is going to be very useful in the context of healthcare, and personalized medicine is where we are going. If it's not now, 5 years, upper limit 10 years, everything is going to be personalized. How a person reacts to medicine can be predicted. So this is a starting point, and it is also the time where we actually interact with the startups, and they already understand the change in the ecosystem, and they are the ones who are actually there more than the researchers. And very soon, researchers started understanding it, but they use it more for their solving the scientific questions, right? So everybody is using AI. Structural biology heavily influenced by AI, and the way structures are solved nowadays. You talk about not even solving them, right? You can predict a structure. So you can do many things. Structural biology, even the basic biology of many of the other things that we do, is heavily influenced by the kind of technology that is available, and something that we all as researchers have to adopt, and you people as startups have to adopt and use them for developing better and better tools that are going to be useful in the context of healthcare. So I believe this summit are the ones that are going to be following the big summit that's going to follow this. These are the kind of gatherings that are important for all of us to get a clear idea on how this landscape is going to change, or is changing and is going to change. And I believe that this is where the future of medicine is. 10 years from now, 15 years from now, things will be very, very different. The way we do research is going to be different. The way we do diagnostics is going to be different. The way we actually find solutions for the problems that are identified are going to be different. There will be the way artificial limbs, the vision, hearing, everything is going to be influenced by those people who are hearing impaired or even the visual impaired may be able to see. And that is already on, where you can actually have connected to neurons, and you can actually see using the AI what kind of visuals which they were blind person could not see. That's already on the way. So things like that, every aspect of our body, the way it gets controlled will be understood better, used better for solutions. So many of these things are going to change, and I can see that, and I can visualize how it's going to change. But point is, these are the places where we are going to talk about how this is going to influence the change. So these summits or these kind of conferences are very, very important for all of us to understand how the ecosystem is. Just to very, very briefly talk about it, you guys are in an institute which is approximately 47 years old, and going to be 50 very soon. In about 2027, it will be 50 years old. And this is also an institute which has a leading biological institute in India. Even now, it is one of the top 5 biological institutes in India. And this also is an institute where DNA fingerprinting was first time developed. This was way back in 1988. So we would love to be part of this particular transition that is happening in the healthcare. And AIC-CCMB, which is the Atal Incubation Center, which is part of the CCMB and started around 7.5 years ago, is actually gives us a different worldview compared to what we do in this end, which is the research, and also keeps us in touch. And it also provides opportunity for the students of CCMB or any of those who are associated in one way or the other, faculty who are associated with CCMB, to actually change their ideas from something like lab to what can be used in the real world. So AIC-CCMB has been, majority of the incubators are not associated with CCMB, but it is something that provides us the opportunity. And with this, I would really like to say thank you for all of you for being here and for being part of this discussion. And welcome to CCMB once again.
To stay informed about the startup ecosystem, subscribe to my Startup TV.